special meal prep Monday edition of Office Hours. Today, I'm going to cook just a pizza, something real simple. We'll keep it straightforward. Last week on Office Hours, we were listening to those consonant blends. We made some dough. I still have the dough, and we're going to turn that dough into a pizza. First thing I'm going to do is to increase the heat. I'm going to turn on my oven and bring it up to 400 degrees. So it's increasing it, and it goes up to actually 450. As high as it'll go. Start. While I'm waiting for that to cook up, I've got some vegetarian sausage, Italian sausage, which I'm just going to let cook. So we've increased the heat in the oven. We got to wait for the oven to warm up to 450 degrees. The higher temperatures cook better pizzas. The lower temperatures make it a little harder to cook the pizza. But it takes some time for the temperature to increase. Right now, as I'm cooking this sausage that's going to go, or fake sausage that's going to go on the pizza, this vegetarian sausage, I may need to decrease the heat so that I can make sure it doesn't burn. I'm increasing the heat in the oven, I'm decreasing the heat on the stove. To make the pizza, here's what we're going to do. We're going to spread out some flour onto a surface, just a little flour out here. This will keep the dough that we made last week with yeast and water and flour. This will keep the dough from sticking to my hands. And my goal here is to make sure that this pizza, or this dough, turns into a pizza that is ready to go into that oven by the time that temperature gets up to 450 degrees. Let's do it. So out comes the dough, and see, it's kind of sticky, right? It sticks to the plastic wrap. So it's a good thing that I spread all that flour on the counter because it keeps it from sticking. And once I get the flour in my hands, now the dough doesn't stick to my hands anymore. So it's pretty good. So just trying to flatten it out a little bit here. I'm going to check on the vegetarian sausage. It's cooking. I may want to decrease the heat a little bit from 3 on the stove. Maybe I'll go down to 2. So it's got the kind of lower heat. Now I'm spreading out the dough here. I want to make a pizza that's going to feed 2 people for dinner. Okay, so I'm going to spread the dough. I'm going to increase the surface area. I'm going to decrease the thickness. The flour that I've spread out here decreases the stickiness, and it increases my ability to spread it into a nice oval, nice thin crust for the pizza. So that's going pretty well. I'm going to take out a rolling pin, and I'm now going to roll it out a little bit. There we go. Make a nice thin. So with the rolling pin, I'm increasing the pressure, which in turn is increasing the size or the spread of the dough. It's decreasing the thickness, and it's also decreasing the extent to which it looks like an oval. Now it's looking like something else. So I turn it over a little bit. This is going to be a very thin crust pizza. Spread it out just a little bit more. Whoops. Spread it out too thin. So keep spreading out. Today, as we are waiting on office hours, shooting live from New Bedford, Massachusetts, this remote learning opportunity, we're thinking about ways to increase our language study, decrease our boredom, our frustration, our worry, our concern, our anxiety, increase our happiness, increase the amount to which we take care of one another, decrease the pain and the suffering. I'm going to fold this over. Just going to spread this out a little bit more. And now I'm starting to smell the vegetarian sausage cooking on the stove behind me. So I may need to decrease the heat even further. I've decreased the heat. Now I'm going to increase the pressure that I use to spread out this dough. I want to decrease the amount of air bubbles, decrease the number of air bubbles. I want fewer air bubbles in my pizza dough. Okay. We're still waiting for that temperature in the oven to go up. So I'll take out a pan here. Here's my pan. And what I will do is I'm going to put just a little bit of olive oil on this pan. It's going to decrease the stickiness. It's going to decrease the chances that the crust of this pizza are going to stick to the pan. So we're going to spread that around. In fact, I may even use a little brush here just to spread it. Increase the coverage of the oil so as to decrease the stickiness. Spread it all around. Great. Now I've increased the shininess of the pan. That oil is reflecting the light. Okay. Now I will take this dough here and spread it into the pan. Okay. So it's in there. It's going to make a nice crust for the pizza. That sound means that this pizza is ready to go in the oven. The temperature is 400 degrees. So I'll take my sauce and I will spread the sauce onto the dough. And you know what? I may even use the brush to just spread it along here. There we go. So there's that sauce. Spread it all over the dough. I want to decrease the number of thick spots and really spread it out, increase the coverage of the sauce all over, all the way around. That red sauce spread all across the dough. Then I will take this package of cheese. I'm going to use the entire package of cheese. I'm going to increase the cheesiness here. What I'll do is I'll put half of the cheese. I'll spread it over the pizza like this, one half. And I can still feel one half that's in the bag. You may be asking, why am I keeping one half of the amount of cheese still in the bag? Because I'm going to grab this pan off the stove, turn off the heat. I'm going to take this vegetarian sausage and spread it over the surface of the pizza with each ladle full of vegetarian Italian sausage. I am increasing the amount of sausage, vegetarian sausage on this pizza. I am increasing the amount of vegetarian sausage on the pizza. I am decreasing the amount of vegetarian sausage in the pan. And I'm spreading that on the pizza. Okay. So all that sausage goes on there. Next thing I'm going to do is take the rest of the cheese in this bag. This, just a 5 cheese blend. I'm going to spread it over the top. So I'm going to increase the amount of cheese. I'm going to decrease the number of sausage bits that I can see because I'm covering it up with all this cheese. And maybe I'll spread it around a little bit there. Okay. So it's all covered in there. And now, are you ready for the secret ingredient? When I was a young boy, my grandmother used to make pizza. And every once in a while, my grandmother would let me help her make the pizza. And I used to have a secret ingredient when I was a young child that I would put on my pizza. And that was a little bit of lemon juice right in the center. So this pizza is ready to go in the oven. Looks pretty good. It'll go in the oven. And that temperature now is 450 degrees. It's going to cook in there for about 15 or I think, though, I can smell the pizza coming from the oven. Let's take a quick look here in the oven. And that pizza is done. I don't want to increase the amount of time in there anymore because if I did, it would be burnt. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the oven. I'm going to reach in here, get an oven mitt. And I would say that is just about cooked to perfection. Thank you for joining me on this Meal Prep Monday. My name is Mr. Green, live from New Bedford, Massachusetts. This was Office Hours. Take care of one another. Peace.